Well, grand rising, and welcome to Yolanda Monet's Motivational Moment. Today we're going to talk about when to leave a relationship. But before I start, let me do my salutations. Abarakani. Assalamu alaikum. Ikaro. Now that I've done all of my salutations, let's get into the meat of the message for today. And as you can see, I have my Zeta I Am Black History shirt on. Today is Zeta. This week has been Zeta week, so I've been wearing different forms of blue in honor of my sorority. See? 5B. Anyway, okay. When to leave a relationship. The desire for a healthy, passionate relationship is a part of the human experience. Connection is one of the 10 gifts of life, the gift that gives our lives purpose and meaning. It is also one of the 6 human needs, which drive every decision we make. Connection is a vital to life, and that's what we can make. And that's what we make it so hard to know how to leave a relationship. Even when we recognize the signs to leave in a relationship, it can seem to be very difficult to work up the courage to give up your sense of connection, significance, and certainty. You'll need to dig deep and focus on yourself, your decisions, and your ultimate happiness. That's what is most important in life. How to know when to leave a relationship. I'm going to stick a pin here. Now, I am not going to profess that I am a relationship guru, that I've taken classes or I have a degree in relationship psychology. I'm not saying that, but I have been a part of a lot of relationships. Some were beneficial, some helped me prosper to the next level, and then some just left me stagnant and stuck. And it seems that the ones that left me stagnant and stuck were the ones I was most attached to. Why? I have no idea. But in digging deep down inside, I had to realize, why did I attach my people or myself to people who I know did not mean me any harm? Okay. It is really, really time consuming, or it takes a lot of time for you to finally realize that this is not what I want. This is not what I desired. So therefore, in order for me to get to be the best person that I need to be, I need to leave this situation. So within my life, I had to learn to leave the situation and stay gone. Because I'm always helping and I'm always running to the rescue of other people, but no one runs to mine. And I had to learn to listen to who I am, listen to what I was about, so that I could move forward, so I can keep this train moving. So like I said before, I am not a relationship guru, nor have I taken classes, nor have I got a degree in relationships, but I do have a degree in experience. I've been here for 52 years. And of that 52 years, I've had some hellified relationships. Some good, some bad, some indifferent. So, how to know when to leave a relationship? It isn't always clear when you need to leave a relationship. How do you know if your partnership is fixed or gone beyond repair? Of course, emotionally and physically abuse is always a sign to leave a relationship. But if you're not sure, the signs may be more subtle than upfront in your face. Number 1, you are no longer able to communicate. Communication is a crucial part of every relationship, but especially romantic ones. Communication problems are one of the top 3 causes of marriages failing in America. If you're consistently fighting and seem unable to resolve a conflict, that could be a sign that it's time for you to leave that relationship. While you can learn how to avoid arguments, you may not be able to fix deeper problems that a lack of communication indicates. Now, if you're steady calling a person, and a person is telling you, don't call me, I don't want to talk to you, do not push the issue, because then you become off as being needy, clingy, crazy. There's some things oh my God, there's a lot of things that go into the ideology of trying to make someone talk to you, trying to make someone communicate with you. And if that person does not want to conversate with you, you cannot make them. And as a matter of fact, you're actually pushing them further away from you. If you guys cannot communicate on a civil level, then there's nothing there. There's nothing there. The next one is you don't feel valued. Relationships are places that we go to give, not places where we go to take. Both partnerships are given equally, and the responsibility and the relationship will work. But if your partner takes you for granted or disrespects you, that means trouble. Sometimes, and this is a result of the relationship censors that can be fixed. If you feel deeply that your partner is no longer valuing you, it could be time to leave. Now, in one of my many relationships, I felt that I was giving out more than I was receiving. I was always there. I was always doing things. But when it came to that person reciprocating those actions, it never happened. It never happened. And it took me a minute to even realize that, hey, look where you are in this relationship. What are you getting from this? Are you losing yourself trying to be a part of a relationship that's one-sided? What are you gaining from this, and what are you losing? Now, is my losing chart much longer than my gaining chart? If that's the case, then I must leave because I'm not getting what I need from this relationship. And that goes with any kind of ship, friendship, workship, kinship. If you're not getting what you need from that relationship, then you need to do what's best for yourself. And if you're not being valued, which is very important, if you're not being valued within the contents of your relationship, then you're not in a relationship at all. The next one is the passion is gone. Now, the 6 stages of a relationship. Number 1 is the passionate, intimate, and electric communication. That connection is a result of your priority with your partner. If you're not feeling that anymore, then you don't have the desire to fix the situation. That's one of the biggest signs to leave a relationship. But if you want to regain your popularity or your polarity, then don't give up yet. It's often possible to realign and rejuvenate the passion. If you go around someone that you're supposed to be in a relationship with and you feel like you're just doing this to be doing it, there's no I want to, there's no, now don't get me wrong, in the beginning that's what they call the butterflies and anxious, that's there. But when you are 2 years in and you don't feel that way, or even a year in and you don't feel that way anymore, you need to relate that to your partner. And if you relate it to your partner and nothing changes, then you change. If they don't change, you change. The common denominator in that whole scenario is you. You have the power to change the trajectory of your life. If you're not getting what you want out of that relationship, then please do what's best for you. Move about the cabinet. Swipe right, swipe left, however one you do it. But do what is best for you. Do what is best for you to move from level to level. Okay? The key to know, let's see, you don't want to fix it. Okay? The key to know how to learn how to leave a relationship is your desire to fix it. If you're willing to put in the work, it is possible to create a fulfilling relationship. But if you're planning your escape, which is a stage 4 of the 6 stages of relationships, it is time for you to move on. If you're not contemplating life without your partnership, if you're contemplating life without your partner, then you're past the point of wanting or being able to fix the relationship. Find the courage to leave. If that ship is not going your way and neither one of you can find a common ground, then you take the steps to move out. mentally, physically, and socially. Now, I know with me, and maybe it might be different with you guys, I will often remove myself emotionally first. Because for me, my emotions are strong. How I feel, they're strong. So I have to make sure that if I am no longer in this ship, I will remove myself emotionally first. And then I will remove you from my heart. And then I will move physically. Now, once I have moved physically, it is hard. You will never get into that space that you was before. I can't do that because I can't risk you doing it the same way. That's why I don't like to go back. I just don't, because if you knew how I was in the beginning, then this going back and forth stuff, once you put me out, I'm gone. Once you tell me to leave, I am gone. Once I have decided to leave, I am gone. There is no let's try this again. Let's see if we can work this out. Once I have made up in my mind that leaving is what I need to do, then I have exhausted all other avenues before I have taken the final plunge. And all this time I'm communicating. All this time I'm letting you know, hey, this is what I'm going through. Hey, this is what I need of you. Can you meet me? Can you help me? Can you help me reach my needs? Can you help me going from here to there? For me, support is very important because I do a lot. I'm a motivational speaker. I'm really involved in my church. I have 6 grandchildren. Can you guys believe I have 6? But I have 6 grandchildren. Mostly girls, 2 boys. But I am constantly pouring. I have a women's group that I'm part of. I'm a part of the Libra Nation, which is makes up Libras who get together every year and we travel. But and even with my sorority, with my line sisters, I'm very deeply involved with them. So I do a lot. So if you are in my corner, then supporting me through my many endeavors, I hold that wholeheartedly. If you come to hear me speak, even if you just go give me some water while I'm speaking, that's a relationship for me. So I'm pretty sure you guys out there have had different stems or different relationships out there. So you know when you feel happy, and you know when the things are not going that way anymore. Then finding the courage to leave a bad relationship. Even when you're able to evaluate your situation and discover how to know when to leave a relationship, it still can be difficult to act on. Unfortunately, finding the courage to leave a relationship is about making a decision and turning shoulds into must. When you turn I should leave this relationship into I must leave this relationship because I'm certain it's the right decision, you reveal your inner strength and you're able to leave for once and for all. When you are able to have that passion within yourself, knowing, loving, trusting your own emotions, then you know that this relationship is not for me. This thing right here is not for me. And so I must leave the relationship in order to keep me. Now, I know that my mouthpiece can be very beautiful. So I know when and what to say, when and how to say it. And even if I have to get up and leave for a minute, because what comes out is not appropriate and I wanted to keep the relationship, then I'll do that. But if I want to cut off ties, then whatever comes up will come out. And if I feel that I'm being pushed, alienated, covered, then I'm going to speak on those things. I have never been a person that let things go, because people will do unto you what you let them do. And if you choose the high road, saying that, hey, look, that's not what I'm about, that's not how this is going to work for me, then you hold the keys and you hold the power to make sure that situation right there will never happen again. Why do people overeat or even overspend? Why do people resort to conflict or violence? Why do people take drugs, even if it takes their own lives? Why do people crave attention and yearn for love? Why do people do what they do? But more specifically, why do you do what you do? This is always a reason behind your actions. You may not know you may not know what the reason is, or at least not consciously. In fact, quite often people act and behave in ways that seem irrational or unacceptable, even to themselves. There are a million answers to these questions. Why do I do the things that I do? But all of these reasons revolve around the 6 primary driving forces of the 6 human needs. The 6 human needs are the fundamental of every single person and shape how you live your lives, no matter what country you're from, no matter from what social economic status you are from, no matter what race, religion, color, or creed, no matter what your goals, desire, value, morals, or dreams are. We are all shaped by the same needs. If you want to understand why you are the way you are on a deeper, more meaningful level, then you must begin to understand these needs. Because once you do, you will understand why you act or react. Why you act or react in certain ways. And that awareness is the key step to making a pivotal shift in your life so that you can overcome obstacles and embrace opportunities to ultimately find absolute fulfillment. Stop comparing yourself to others and achieve your own unique success. I will never compare myself to anyone. I feel that I am a masterpiece. I feel that when God created me, he broke the mold. And I'm really gonna go out on this and say that you should feel the same way too. You should have those things that are a must in your life. And once you have those things, you can build upon those things. This goes against everything that I have put in place, so I can't go there. I can't play over here because this is not where I want to go. This is not my end game. So once you understand those particular areas and how you move and how things are meant, then you will become a whole person within yourself. 2 halves don't make a whole. 2 halves make a half of a funky mess. I have no need, and I'm pretty sure you don't either, have no need to compare yourself to someone else. You are unique. You're special. No one can do it better than you. There have been people who have tried, but if God has given you that gift, then he wants you to bring it to the forefront. Well, guys, I've got to go. Remember, you can see all of my talks on YouTube. That's Elonda Monet Hatter on YouTube. Go check them out. Like, share, save. Like, share, save. Click, share, save. Click, share, slave. So with that being said, guys, I've got to go. I love you, but God loves you more. And always remember, I'll see you at the top because, honey, the bottom is way too crowded. Peace.